What's up, everybody? I'm the BurningSkyCloud, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. So, in the last episode, we had a date with Remy in a park, and we got to know about his history with Amelia and how she froze to death due to her illness. But I wonder how Remy's ending will go. In the meanwhile, we are starting things off with Anna. But first, keep forgetting to bring up the guide to help me. Alright, got it now. It's time to meet with Anna. There you are. I was wondering if you'd even show up. I wouldn't miss an opportunity to meet you. I probably would have picked I'm an honorable person, but... honor. A glutton for punishment, huh? Not that I mind. Follow me, please. Ooh. So what exactly is this room? It's our testing room for research on live subjects. Oh, we're about to be an experiment. And what exactly do you test here? You'll see that soon enough. I intend to use this facility to its fullest potential. I see. Let's start with this one. What's that? I can get a good look at your bone structure, muscle groups, and organs with this. For the finer details, we'll need a different machine. Would you please lie down here? Of course. Before we start, can I ask about your qualifications? You can trust me. I'm a doctor. I guess, in a sense, scientists are doctors who research on science, rather than, well, I suppose it goes hand in hand, really. What kind of doctor? Well, Doctor of Pharmacy is the only title I currently hold, but I know how to operate this machinery. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence. You think I'd let an opportunity like this go to waste by not doing my research? I'll have you know that I'm very qualified to perform these tests. If you say so. Now, please try not to move too much while this is running. And how long will that be? Good question. I suppose we'll see soon enough. And what do we do now? Just wait until it's over? What do you want me to do? Dance for you so you don't get bored? I probably would have picked one of the other two options, but I'm gonna go with this. Well, the guide's telling me to pick this one. What does a dancing dragon look like anyway? Is that your scientific curiosity shining through? I can approve of that. You didn't answer my question. Well, I'm not going to show you. If you're that curious, you might find the answer in the seedier parts of town. Your town has seedy parts? Oh, there's a lot you haven't seen yet. You know, when I heard that something happened at the facility, I thought it might have been you. It's quite something, isn't it? You know, if I stayed as late as I used to, it might have been me instead of Damien. And it's only because you told me not to stay late so often that I wasn't there that night. Yo, so we saved Anna on that one. Still, somebody died. I'm not crying over that bastard. I wouldn't too. I wouldn't either. Alright, you can move again. Does that mean I'm done? That's a good one. We're just getting started. What about the results? Don't hold your breath. It will be processing for some time, and the resultant data will be so vast that I'll probably end up studying it for days. Let's collect some samples now. Where should I start? Wherever you like. Show me your claws. That would be fingernails in my case. I suppose you're right. It would be insulting to call those thin little things of yours claws. They'd probably break off before you could even make use of them in any practical way. Just one more way, nature gave us the short end of the stick. So, which part would be fine for me to cut off? Take a piece from the white part. The rest you see is attached to the finger. Hold still then. Don't cut off too much. Ugh, good. Can't imagine. Can you imagine? Like, no, I'm not gonna go there. Don't worry. I only need enough to put it under a microscope. There. Was that so bad? Do you want me to put a bandage on your little boo-boo? Can you kiss it while you're... Does it make it feel better, too? So... Whatever is the one to pick... I probably would have gone with one of the other two, though. Whatever. Oh, I guess with the right training, I can make something out of you after all. And what now? Now it will go right under the microscope. She got up and sat down at a table. Intently, Anna stared at a device while messing around with the nail clipping. Let's see. Putting your fingernail under a microscope is something we used to do in middle school. I don't recall ever doing that in my class. That is so weird. I do remember, you know, taking class for fingerprints. Although the names of each print escapes my mind. Quiet, please. There's a scientist at work here. Okay. The structure looks a lot like keratin. Keratin? Because it is. Well, that's not much of a surprise, really. What is keratin? That's curious. Keratin is the substance that forms the claws on us dragons and most of the animals here. At least as far as mammals, reptiles, and birds are concerned. I see. I never once stopped to really think about it before. That is very curious. So why would you retain the structure, but not do anything useful with it is beyond me. Oh wait, so why you would retain the structure, but not do anything useful with it is beyond me. Oopsie, I got two words switched around. It gets better. They grow continuously, so they need to be cut regularly. What happens if you don't cut them? They just keep growing. How much can they keep growing? Pretty much indefinitely. I've seen pictures of people with long-ass fingernails and long-ass toenails. You wouldn't be able to work properly. You just have to sit home, let the nails continue to grow. Look, can you imagine having to take one of those mini buzzsaw things just to cut through the fingernails? Ugh. If you don't cut your nails for 100 years, or however long you live, from the moment you're born, if your parents decide, oh, we're gonna let our kid's nails grow out, and you don't cut them for like, I don't know, 50 years, can you imagine how much space the fingernails would be taken up? You'd have to be fed. And you wouldn't, and using the bathroom would be incredibly difficult. Do they get thicker at least? Or what else happens when they grow? They just get longer. And I do think they get thicker. What a hassle. So, how long are you planning on keeping me here? Getting impatient already? I'm just saying, our day didn't take all that long. And you mentioned you already have days worth of data from that machine. Well, we never specified any terms, and I sat out our date until it was officially over. This will certainly go by much quicker if you can show a little patience. Okay, says the Queen of Complaining. I would have picked, I'll just shut up then. I don't complain. I just point out errors. Besides, I'd be Empress, not just a queen. By the way, how do you feel about needles? I believe I talked about that in the last episode or two. Go ahead and poke me if you need to. In hindsight, I probably would have picked I don't mind them. I see. I'll make the most of it then. You'll need to remove some layers for the next part. What are you going to do? These are just some electrodes, and I'll also measure your brain activity with one of those helmets. Alright. There you go. What is it now? This is kind of embarrassing. I would have picked nothing. Why? Well, we usually don't take off this much in front of others. Not even for doctors? Oh, we do. But that doesn't make it any less embarrassing. True. I don't understand. I mean, I get why you would want to put something on if it's cold, considering your lack of fur, but to have this compulsion to always have some layers on is a bit strange. Yeah, I can't imagine a world. It's just a social norm where I come from. As you can probably tell, we don't have a problem showing what we were born with. This will also take a while. I want to have a good reference and see how your rates change. Your head shape is a little different from ours, but I think this one should do the trick. Perfect! Just as if it was made for you. I'm not so sure of that. By the way, how can you even be sure that your machinery will have no adverse effects on me? I suppose I can't. That is mildly unsettling. Your physiology is similar enough to ours that there shouldn't be any problems. I see. Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions. What is this, a polygraph test? No, this is something completely different. I'm also measuring your brain activity here. Besides, I don't really care about the truthfulness of your answers. Rather, this is to establish your natural highs and lows of the values I'm measuring. Go ahead then. Let's start with the easy ones. Just say no to the following 3 questions. It doesn't matter if it is true or not. Understood? Does this question already count? Yes. The questions start now. Are you human? No. I see. Is your favorite color orange? Hells yeah. I've gone through a variety of colors growing up. My very first favorite color was purple. Mostly because... No, wait. Did I even know about Power Rangers back then? Because I didn't really start getting into Power Rangers until 2001, right around Time Force. Since then, I went from purple to red to blue, then to silver, and eventually I moved on to black, then green, or was it green and black? But now I'm on orange. So those are all like favorable colors, but orange tops it all. You know, a lot of people seem to like the black and red because the contrast suits each other, but so does black and green. Come to think of it, black and yellow, black and pink, those also work in, pretty well with one another. No. Interesting. Have you been convicted of any crime? No. I see. Now we'll get to the real part. You can answer the following questions however you like. Got it. Did it make you uneasy when you had to answer all the test questions negatively? Yes. I see. Interesting. Have you taken a liking to anyone here since you arrived? Yes. I see. Did you have any ulterior motives when you came to our world? Or is it as simple as we are led to believe? No comment. I see. I probably would have picked the first other one. There was no ulterior motive. That's all for this test. You can take off the helmet, and I'll take care of the electrodes. This kind of seemed like an interrogation. I wanted to keep it simple by asking questions that could get a reaction. I see. It's kind of a shame, because in the end, a lack of additional subjects for this test means those results might not be very useful to us. We'd probably need a few more humans. Then why do them in the first place? The data is still useful, just not as useful as it could be. And besides, I did tell you I'd make the most of this room. Well, what's next? I'm not sure yet. Do I want to get close enough to examine mucosa and orifices? I probably would have picked this one, but the guide's telling me to pick this one. Probably not. You might be right. We quarantined Reza when he initially arrived here, but skipped the procedure with you. After examining Reza, we didn't think humans by themselves posed any danger. Nevertheless, who knows what kind of illnesses and bacteria you might be housing as an alternate host. I'm not taking that risk without a full protective suit. Does that mean your procedures are going to get a lot more invasive? No, I'm not in the mood to put the suit on and sterilize the whole room. To be fair, I haven't heard of anyone I've been in contact with getting any strange diseases thus far. Sure, but then I'd have to ask you if any of those actually got close enough to you. As in, intimately close. Nor orifice examinations, then. For the next part, we'll actually have to go outside. That sounds like fun. Depends. Here, strap this to your arm. What's this? A handheld monitor. I want to measure how you perform during exercise. Yes, ma'am. Though I would have picked awesome. That's a good little human. And, dear, oh my gosh, no. Let's go then, shall we? Sure thing. And now? Take one lap around the block. I'll be waiting for you here. You can go as fast or slow as you want, but try not to stop until you're back here. I'll be monitoring you, so I'll know if you try to do anything fishy. No need to point out the obvious. I probably would have picked one of the other two options. You wouldn't believe the kinds of people I have to deal with sometimes. I could say the same thing. Is that so? Anyway, you can start whenever. The monitor should take care of the rest. Trying for a consistent speed, I started with a light jog. Soon, I was outside the gate and around the corner when I met an unexpected surprise. Remy! Oh, hello, Scoy. It's good to see you. What are you doing here? Wow. What do I pick here? I guess I'm just gonna be truthful. I made a bet. I made a bet with Anna, and now I have to do some tests for her. Oh no! Why'd you do that? It's a long story. I hope you were careful around her. No worries. I am. Is she doing anything weird or painful to you? No. Or at least not yet. You know, if she tries anything, you can always tell her to stop. If it comes to the worst, your rights as the ambassador trump any bar bets that you might have made with her. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Have you made up your mind about it yet? What do you mean? Our next meeting. Oh, I haven't forgotten. I've just been a bit busy with all kinds of things, this included. I'll have to get back to you on that. No problem. Well, I don't want to distract you from what you are doing. Till we meet again. Bye! Afterwards, I finished my lap around the block, arriving only a few minutes after I had started. I suppose it was too much to ask for a lap without any breaks. Maybe I shouldn't have expected you to be as fit as we are. I got distracted on the way. How so? Did you have to stop and smell some flowers? I met Remy. Remy? Oh, I wouldn't mind if I kicked that bastard. Oh, I wouldn't mind if that bastard kicked the bucket too. I would have chosen what do you have against him, but, how can you say that? That's how I feel. Would you prefer me to lie to your face? Anyways, I've got your data, so we can head back inside if you're not too exhausted to walk. Of course. Looking at your data, it's kind of hard to evaluate it without having any reference points. How much exercise do you usually get? A lot. I see. You sure get to ask me a lot of questions here. All just part of the tests. Though, I think those were all the tests I needed to run on you for today. Does that mean we're done here? Oh, some of the data from the scanning machine has been processed. We can look at some pretty pictures of you. I wish I could say this, but, I would, yeah, definitely would have picked that. Why don't you print them out and have them framed? Or better still, sell the prints. I can make bank doing that. Thanks for the idea. Wouldn't I deserve royalties from that? Sorry, no such written agreement exists. Oh right, I totally forgot that you were a mammal. To encounter an intelligent mammal, of all things. Well, reasonably intelligent at the very least. Why is that so surprising? You already have our myths about humans. Myths are myths. Having you here in the flesh is an entirely different thing. It's not like I could use our myths to get a scan like this one. It just seems so funny to me. Do you nurse your young from your teats as well? Pfft. We do. Let me study your muscle groups for a bit. Do you want me to take my clothes off again? I meant the pictures. Oh, I see. You can stay for a bit longer in case I have any questions. Okay. While I continued sitting on the bed, she went up to her table and started looking at the scans of muscle groups. As we talked, her eyes never left the screen. Some of these structures are very similar to those found in Damien's kind. I'm not surprised. His stature is similar enough. True, true. Now shut up and let me concentrate. Keep calm and concentrate. Does that approach ever work? What are you talking about? You being that rude to everyone. Sorry. You apologized. That's a new one. I don't want to make any excuses, but with a high-pressure job like mine, I don't really get to go out and socialize much. Add some deteriorating circumstances to that, and you get my life. Don't you have any friends? Not really. If you keep skipping grades like I did and were on the fast track in university, you wouldn't really have the time to make or keep any friends either. I think the last time I had a real friend was more than a decade ago. You mean back when you were dating Maverick? What happened to that friend? Well... Oh, a different friend. Okay. We went to the same class for a while. I ended up skipping a grade after that year. She found new friends. I didn't. So it was like the Twilight Sparkle and Moon Dancer, but... Whereas Moon Dancer wanted to make friends, Anna was too busy focusing on her career. We still met, but those visits became less and less frequent as time went on. I was around 10 years old when her parents prompted me to visit her. She was in the hospital. Apparently had been for some time already. I didn't know, because I hadn't seen her for quite a while at that point. She had contracted some sort of degenerative disease that caused her to gradually lose control of her muscles. Her case was particularly bad. She was already paralyzed from the neck down by the time I went to visit her. When I entered her room, I couldn't even pretend to be her friend. Lying in the bed was just a crude image of her former self. It was as if she was already dead. I couldn't bear to see her like that. It scared me. I didn't stay long. Seeing her like that was... I just told myself I never wanted to end up like her. Dying slowly, painfully, and alone. That was the last time I saw her. She died a few weeks later. And that's why you became a scientist? Not really. I became a scientist because that's apparently what I'm good at. It doesn't make my work any less important, though. Just from what we did here today, we might make a few breakthroughs in several areas. Really? You are a completely different yet stable evolutionary line. There are some things that are similar in our bodies, and others that are completely different. Anything that is different and works can tell us something new about biology. All the various species have their own challenges and diseases. It will come in handy somewhere for sure. And you're doing all of that because of your pure, unselfish heart. Not really. But if I do the brunt of the work, then I deserve to have my name on it. I guess so. Well, I think that's it for the day. You can go if you like. I wouldn't mind staying for a bit longer. Really? What can we do, Anna? Well, I want to study those pictures some more, and I can't really have you around if I do anything serious. But maybe some other time. Really? Or more like, really? Or... Really? I suppose that works. Because you're so insistent, I might as well. Okay. You know how busy I am, but I can call you if you'd like. Sure. If I don't forget, that is. Well, I'll leave you to your work then. Mm-hmm. That was nice. Why is it only hope? Well, that was a very interesting time with Anna. A lot less than what I was expecting from her. But I think for right now, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I'm kind of back and forth with Remy and Anna, so I'm thinking maybe 4 more episodes with the two, and then I got Katsuhane and the true ending. I'll see how that goes. I wonder if Katsuhane will give us free ice cream. At least I think that's his name. I always thought it was a Hatsukane. But anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. I'll catch you later.